How's it going, everybody? It's been about like a week since I've done any like video stuff, which is like, you know, that's fine and everything. Um, it's because I've been building a new computer and like a whole bunch of other shit, and like I finally got it built, so hopefully it's pretty good. So hopefully I can run some like video editing software and shit on it. And this is gonna be like one of the few remaining like things that I make that are gonna look like shit and have crappy production values because like I finally got the tools on hand to actually like make cool looking shit. Anyway, so the Deadlands, right? Holy shit. This movie is fucking awesome. I just saw it yesterday and then I had to like go out of town and stuff, so for fucking reasons. Anyway, but the Deadlands is awesome. This is probably like the new crop of movies like on Netflix that have just been like kind of released on the streaming. This is like one of my top fucking picks, right? For that, it's some good shit, man. I tried to see it last year. It was at the Cleveland International Film Festival, and for some reason it was just like at a weird time or something like that, so I fucking completely missed it. You know what I mean? Which sucks because it's like a really really pretty movie and it's like worth watching on the big screen. But I don't think they're ever gonna like release it again to that. It's pretty much like on streaming now, like forever, which is it's fine. It's a fucking good movie no matter how you watch it. It's awesome. It's pretty much what, what it's about is like there's it's about like Maori guys from like hundreds of years ago or whatever, and they're like engaged in like some tribal like conflicts and shit. This whole guy's fucking village gets like annihilated by these dudes, and he has to go out and fucking get revenge for it, and it's awesome. Like the whole fucking movie is just like it starts out and just goes crazy, and it's just like it pretty much doesn't stop at all. Like it's one of the most badass movies I've fucking seen in a long time. It's like it's about like these kind of like Pacific Islander like guys and shit, but it feels like it contains like a lot of the tropes of like classic like martial arts films and like samurai films and like spaghetti westerns and shit like that. Like it's all based on like revenge and like just kung fu, like the whole time, like crazy ass Maori martial arts and like their weird weapons. Like they use all their like crazy weird like fucking like swords with like shark teeth coming into them, like weird spears, and like they have this weird weapon that's like a fucking it's like a deadly ping pong paddle with like a strap around it, and they just fucking like hit each other in the head with it, and like there's just samurai movie blood coming out of people's necks, like fucking spraying everywhere because they got hit with this like weird like device. Oh man, it's so fucking cool. It's like it's really well acted. It's really well shot, like really well. Like they whoever did the cinematography, I'm about to look honestly, because like the writer and the director, they've done other shit, but I've never heard of fucking any of it. It's all like New Zealand stuff, that have just has never come out here, I guess. Oh man, let's see here. Where's the full crew? This always fucks me. I should do my goddamn research before I start these instead of doing little segues, trying to find who the hell did everything in the movie. But completely unprofessional. Leon Narby is the cinematographer, and this guy, he's awesome. He's done a lot of movies that I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen any of these. Life's a Riot. It looks like it's all a ton of just cool ass fucking New Zealand shit. Like I don't think The Price of Milk. I've never seen any of these. Camping with Camus. I imagine that's Camus. Jubilee, 2000 Jubilee, not the 70s one. Anyway, this fucking movie's really well shot. It's like they just fill up the frame with like just cool shit like everywhere. Like they don't really like do anything with like negative space at all. It's just just like everything in it, like there's just always a ton of shit going on in the background. Like they'll do like the whole like rule of thirds thing where like one guy's like way far out on like one side of the frame, but the whole other side of the frame is like jungles and like freaking like huts and shit on fire, like people running around doing their crazy ass Maori like intimidation dance that they do with their like specific kind of kung fu, I guess. I did a little research and I guess like they have like this whole like martial art there that's like, and like part of it is like this like weird little like crazy fucking intimidating like routine they do before they actually go to kick ass. It's awesome. They do that kind of shit. It's very fucking badass. They're just like constantly like threatening each other and like fucking rasping their tongues out and being like like getting all scary and like hissing at each other and shit. It's awesome. Everything about it's cool. I don't really have any complaints at all. It's just a very cool, action-packed movie about like people who you rarely like see movies about. Like it's not often like Pacific Islanders, of any kind, like get their own like movie that's just like super badass, action-packed, like revenge film. It's normally either like some depressing colonial shit or like I don't know. There's that one about Easter Island where like the guy figures out how to ride around on logs, the name of which I can't remember, but yeah, man, it's fucking fun. It reminds me of that kind of the classic like fucking like 60s 70s like samurai movies a lot. Like there's a lot of that like weird like warrior shit in it, like there's this guy in it called the Warrior, and he's actually, what the fuck is the dude's name? He was one of the Uruk-hai guys and Lord of the Rings. He was like the scariest one or whatever. I think he was the only one with lines. And he plays this dude named the Warrior, and he's fucking awesome. I think his name is, here I go looking at the fucking thing again. Like a great big amateur hour. It's fine. The Warrior, Lawrence Macaulay. I think that's got to be like a Maori last name. It's crazy as shit. Yeah, but he was in Fellowship of the Rings and Return of the King, and I guess he was in Desolation of Smaug as well. But he plays Bolg. Yeah, man. Witch King, Gothmog. So yeah, he's kind of like I guess he's just like a stuntman or whatever. He was just a fucking badass, and like he does a lot of costume shit. But like in this movie, he's actually got like a lot of lines, and he's a fucking really good actor. He's super intimidating. He plays this guy who lives in this place called the Deadlands. It's all spooky out there. And, like something bad happened, and like none of the other Maori guys want to fuck with it. Like they don't want to go out there because they think there's a monster. It turns out to be this guy, but he's just some crazy dude who lives in like this fucking like tent with like a whole bunch of weird ladies who just eat mushrooms all the time and talk to fucking ghosts. And he just like anybody who comes on his lands, he just hunts them and fucking like eats them. So it's badass, and he's super good in it. He's probably like the best part of the movie, honestly. It's just really awesome. But this movie is really awesome. I highly recommend it. It's streaming on Netflix now. So, it's fucking super easy to track down. So go forth and just watch this shit. Because you're going to dig it a lot.